Hi everybody and welcome back to the Going For It Sim Studio. Today we're going to talk about golf, surprisingly. Is the game of golf for you? It's a really hard question to answer, and I know there are millions of people out there who ask themselves that question every single year. I'm going to give you my perspective and help you answer a few questions that will tell you if it absolutely is a game that you should get out there and play right now. So when I started this challenge, I had that exact same question. Is golf for me? Now, personally, the game of golf has been something that I've always wanted to play. Every time I would drive by a golf course, I would think, man, I really want to go play that. But that's such a steep learning curve to get into that game, and it always kept me away. It's a big time commitment. It takes a lot of education and time to be able to play the game well. But in reality, it's really kind of all about the mindset that you have. With modern technology, like golf simulators that we have here, it's much easier for you to learn the game and get comfortable without having to spend all of your time at the golf course. But the question we're answering here is golf for me? Well, there's a few really easy questions for you to look at, okay? Do you like to be outside? Do you want to be outside more? If you're answering yes to those, then golf is definitely that game. It's a game that you can play all year round in some places, and it's a game that you only really have to commit a portion of the year to if you live in a climate that's got really cold winters or really hot summers, if you want to look at it that way. The other thing to think about is, do you want something that's going to continuously challenge you for the rest of your life? If that's something you're looking for, then the game of golf is definitely for you. It is dubbed the impossible game because no matter how good you get at it, it's a game you'll never master. And that's honestly part of the fun. It's what I really, really enjoy. Probably the number one aspect, to be honest. I love that I get to learn as much as I want to. I like the technical side, so having a simulator with all the data, I get to nerd out on that as I progress my game. I also really enjoy learning about instruction and the mechanics behind the golf swing and why certain things affect other things. That's part of the journey that I really, really enjoy. Now, if that's not you, that's okay. Don't run away from the game of golf. There's all kinds of avenues for you to still get enough education to be able to go out and just simply enjoy the game. And honestly, that's one that you should think really hard about. Can you go outside, play a round of golf, cut the score out of your mind, and just simply enjoy being out there with friends or family? If that's something you're looking for, this is a lifelong game, and it's something that you can play well into the senior ages. You can start at any point in your life, whether you're young, middle-aged, or older. It's a game that you can go into and happily enjoy. Now, another thing that may come up is, oh, I'm injured. I've always hear about people getting hurt. It doesn't have to be that way, I promise. You can just go into the game, not worry about swinging as hard as you can or getting the most distance out of the ball, and just play around and have a wonderful time. Now, I will say you have to be able to accept a lot of ups and downs because you're going to play really well, then things are going to change and you won't. And if you can't necessarily handle all of that, it may become slightly difficult. What's really cool about the game of golf is everything else that comes outside of the course. It's an amazing community. You can golf anywhere in the world. If you go on vacation, guaranteed there's a golf course that you can jump on and experience different climates, different areas in a way that you've never experienced before. Games of golf take a really long time. That's a lot of time you get to just sit back and are forced to relax and just be outside. You can get into the equipment side if that's what you like to do. If you're a gear nerd, you're there. If you like the golf style is a big network within golf. You can really just have a lifestyle, a brand new lifestyle, something that you can absolutely enjoy. And look, you don't have to be the greatest at the game. Every single personality can jump into the game of golf and go about it the way they want. If you're like me and you want to get as good as you possibly can, as quickly as you possibly can, you can absolutely do that. If you just want to have an activity that's fun and you don't care about your score at all All you got to do is just play enough, get a little bit of lesson so that you can get the ball through the golf course at a timely manner. And yeah, that may sound a little bit intimidating, but it's not. The game is set up for a lot of new people. The game welcomes newer golfers. There's front tees, just get the ball down there. If you have to pull the ball and walk to the next hole because you're really, really new and you're not quite there yet, that's totally okay. And it's gonna be very supportive. The entire community will be supportive of you. It's a really, really good game to go into. Now, the only thing I'll warn you about is if you've always wanted to get into the game of golf and you finally do, you figure out a way to do that, you're gonna get sucked in and it's gonna be your newest love. And it's gonna be all you can think about. It's all you're gonna talk about. You'll probably migrate to all your friends that's all they do, and then that's gonna be your new collective group. And look, I'm incredibly busy and I have managed to learn golf, so I don't think there are any barriers that are gonna keep you from enjoying this absolutely wonderful game. A really good way to get started, if you just wanna go get a little taste of it, is go find a sim house near you. A Topgolf, great option, right? That's a really fun atmosphere. All you're doing is hitting some range balls. If you go out there, you do that a little bit and it starts to pique your interest, go find a sim house and try to play around inside that's a little bit more like outside. You really reduce all the barriers of fear. You're never gonna lose a ball. It's easy to move through the holes, and if you need to, you could toss a handicap on it that helps you get the ball down the fairway. And then once you're hooked, you can look into finding a used set of clubs, borrowing clubs from a friend if you have to, or go all in and buy your own set. And then your journey is off and running. That is how you get into the game of golf. So you're asking yourself again, is the game of golf for me? The game of golf is for everybody. It really is. If it's something that has piqued your interest ever in your lifetime, I cannot recommend enough. Go get a taste. Go find a sim house, safely hit some balls, see if you like it. If it really gets you going, get a little bit of instruction, buy some clubs, and enjoy the brand new life that you have within the game of golf.